We should, because I just did this one. And we can do this. We can go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
Dear God, nobody needs to see that.
Oh, wait.
Aaron Claremont is live now. Just now. There we are. Why is Aaron Claremont live now and not live with Chris and Aaron? It's live now and live with Chris. Oh, okay, Chris Aaron live. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's this one that's probably kicking in then.
Yeah, so that's this.
Gotcha.
So,
Because that was under your account, so it's
Yeah.
that's what it's calling you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ain't no one watching yet.
No.
Hey, Mrs. Aaron.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah. So we're all live. Everything's good.
Live.
Oh, no, that's the old one. I haven't gotten it. Saying that.
Hey, how come there's fucking subtitles?
Oh, it's on. I got the I think there's subtitles on here.
No, keep it. That's fine.
Especially when you swear.
Special edition. Special edition. You're getting a fucking subtitle today.
Yeah. Yeah, I need that. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
I like the hand coming in. It'll look good later.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you're heading out?
To Missy's.
Okay.
Not Circus College?
So they're
At
gonna
Missy's, yeah.
they're gonna do an in-house circus.
Oh.
So
Oh, how fun. I would say break a leg, but I don't think that's what you're saying.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, have fun. It's a good one. You guys have a great show.
it's gonna be a good one.
I know.
It's been
Gooder.
it's been a fucking week in
I-
the world of the rock and roll.
It has been. I know my shit was blowing up too. I'm catching all this shit I never thought I'd fucking even care about. It's like, oh, it's all this shit going on. People are fucking, yeah, that's fucking weird, man.
So we're gonna start the show early, and this one's gonna be short. And I'm calling dibs on going first on all the shit today.
All right, go
Because
for it.
last time you did, and I couldn't follow your rants because they were too fucking good.
Okay.
So the first thing is we'll start, just get it out of the way, was that because a whole bunch of shit happened after that was Gary Sharon. Did you do it?
Oh, I did all three of them, man.
I did all three as well. It was I did them in order, like you said.
Yep.
I went David Lee Roth, Hagar, and then
84, 812, and then Van Halen 3.
Van Halen 3. So and I listened to them back to back to back.
So did I.
While I was at work.
So did I.
And it was like seamless. It's almost like that thing of like how you said, like with Kiss and makeup and Kiss with no makeup, different bands.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one you said was like a different band?
Well, Axl Rose there.
Well, not that one, but
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, but it's just like a different band. Right?
Yeah.
Totally different bands from David Lee Roth saying I'm bigger than the band, I'm going solo.
Yeah.
To bringing in Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Way different sound.
It is, yeah.
It was a fuller sound.
Yeah.
I thought.
I noticed the one song, the last song on that album. Yeah, I forget what it was called, but it had fucking. It was a little bluesy thing. It sounded like Montrose, fucking Sammy Hagar's old band from back in the day.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I did catch that. Yeah, no, I did get that one. It was a little bit hard for me to get through that one because I was not in the mood for it. So, but then we got to Gary Sharon, and I'm gonna just. I said I'll go first on this one because I'll probably be the good cop on this one. Other than the one that they brought the video out for, which was I can't remember the name of the album now or the name of the song.
Doesn't really matter.
I saw snippets of Sammy Hagar in a couple songs.
That's
There was,
what I-
there was a couple there that
Yeah,
sounded like he was channeling some Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, I thought that
and he was
too.
getting away from that extreme sound. It was like he was being challenged by the rest of the band to do this. He was hitting it. But then there was too much of the extreme thing in there.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I cheated.
You
as
skipped.
well.
You skipped.
No.
What?
I listened to Extreme
Pornography.
Pornography.
Yeah.
I listened to that one.
Yeah.
And all I can say is, holy fuck, what a fucking ripoff of fucking Van Halen. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
it was such a fucking ripoff. Like, the whole Eruption Hot for Teacher thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's like this massive guitar solo that goes in, and then they go into a song.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking been there, done that. I was just like, no wonder you didn't go anywhere. And even the name of the fucking album, it was called Extreme 2 Pornography. It
Hey,
was
Pat, Kent, and Albert are watching.
it was such a ripoff. That like Extreme, like they were such a ripoff.
Were they?
The only time they had their own sound
Yeah.
is when they were doing that acoustic shit.
Oh, that fucking More Than Words crap.
More Than Words, and there was another one, Wholehearted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Piece of
and
shit.
that was when Extreme had their sound. They didn't sound like anything else, but they weren't a Van Halen ripoff, right? And Van Halen didn't do that acoustic shit.
No.
Well,
They didn't do it.
no, they did some slower songs, like How Will You Know When It's Love.
Yeah.
I don't think they did anything slow with
David
Lee Roth, because he couldn't. There's no way he could slow that cokehead down. There's not, like, seriously. So yeah, but overall, I would say not a good album, and probably not the right choice for a guy, and that's why I didn't go anywhere. It was good idea, bad idea. Like, it almost seems like if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Like, he was ripping off Van Halen, so now he kind of joined Van Halen.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, let me tell you here. I too at work last Friday listened to the Van Halen albums in order like that. I listened to Van Halen 1984, and then I listened to OU812. Let's concentrate on those two albums for a second.
Okay.
I enjoyed both those albums. They're both very good.
Yeah, no, they were.
They're both very good. I couldn't say one was better than the other.
Apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges. I mean, because they were both, but they still had that Van Halen sound. They still had the same sound, just with a different singer.
Yeah, the guitars, the bass, and the drums.
It's still
were solid.
The band, it still sounded like Van Halen. So my only complaint was that the first one, the 1984, it was only a half hour long.
It was. Yeah, it did seem like it was short.
It was very short. I had to look on Spotify and see how long
not
it was.
to cut you off.
What?
But just to go to show you how bad of an album Van Halen 3 was,
Yeah.
It had 2 instrumentals in it.
Did it?
So there was 2 songs that Gary Sharon didn't even sing.
It still sucked. All right, so that was my thing on it, but I liked them both. I dig both those albums. Now let's go to Van Halen 3. If it was in a glass, it'd be a big glass of Donkey Cum. It was fucking terrible. Oh God, they didn't even sound like fucking Van Halen. It sounded just like a bunch of fucking.
It sounded like
it sounded like shit. It sounded like someone just took a big giant shit after a night at the fucking bar drinking draft beer. It was fucking terrible.
It was not a good album.
It wasn't. It was one of the worst albums I've ever heard in my life. I actually think Chinese Democracy was better than that.
Fuck.
That was fucking terrible.
That's funny because I was thinking that, like, what is Chris going to compare? Like, when you listen to it, I was like thinking of how you're going to compare it to Chinese Democracy.
Well, there it is. So I thought Chinese Democracy was the crappiest song I heard, but I was wrong. It was Van Halen 3. Bullshit. Bunch of fucking cum.
Holy jeez.
It's like Eddie Van Halen jerked off and came in music's eye, and it's glued shut and can't open its eye to get any fucking. It's terrible. Fucking terrible piece of crap. I don't know what's going through his head. Let's get rid of Sammy Hagar. Get this douchebag in here.
What was I was gonna do some quick reading on it, but I didn't get a chance to. Why did he leave?
Well, I heard an interview with Sammy Hagar, and Sammy said that it was Father's Day, and he was lying in bed with his kids, doing dad things, and he said Eddie Van Halen called him up and said, "You're out of the band."
Well, we'll never know the truth of that one.
I guess not, but he just said he called me up and fired me.
I remember hearing that story, but I was gonna go do some reading and see if I can do some research into that one. Just because of the fact that I was curious, because I know David Lee Roth quit. He quit because he thought he was bigger than the band.
Is that why he left?
And that's why he went out and he got Sheehan, Steve Vai, and I can't remember who he had on drums.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoever, I remember he had a different guy recording than he did have
on tour.
And he had some virtuoso fucking drummer dude on tour with him. So
yeah, fucking I was gonna say something. I completely fucking forgot. Oh yeah, fucking Van Halen. I remember they had that Kiss channel on XM radio there for about a month.
Okay, yeah.
I listened to that, and they'd always tell tidbit. They always go there, tell them like fucking secrets and shit that you never knew. But fucking, Gene Simmons got fucking Alex and Eddie Van Halen to do. I think it was Christine 16, the demo for it, and then when it came down with it, then they were recording the song. He said to Ace, "You have to play it exactly like him." And Ace played it exactly like him. He said, first take, he played it exactly like Eddie. He was pissed off, but he had to.
I remember. Okay, I couldn't remember what song it was.
I think it was that one, but it was a Love Gun song. I know that.
Yeah, no, there was a song where I remember Gene reached out to those guys to get that. So, a big people interacting. What was this? David Lee Roth's first solo album was not bad. David Lee Roth didn't have bad solo albums.
No, he didn't.
It's the fact that there was nothing wrong, Pat, about his albums to me.
No.
Going to see David Lee Roth opened up my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be David Lee Roth with Poison opening.
Yeah.
Something happened where Poison couldn't get across the border.
Yeah.
And so DOA opened.
Oh, nice.
And so I saw DOA for the first time.
Oh, for the first time.
When I was 13 years old. Like in grade 8. And I was just like, I didn't even know like such music existed. I was such a radio fanboy, right? So, and what was ever on Much Music and all this other shit. And so, it was the album, it was the David Lee Roth album with him painted up in
Eat 'Em and Smile.
Eat 'Em and Smile, yeah. It was that one. It was the second solo album. I think he did a third one, and I don't think it did as well.
Hang on a sec, I gotta do this. Hey Pat, do you see subtitles on this too? Because it's pretty fucking awesome. I only ask Pat because he'll reply.
Yeah. Fuck, I love it. So we had the big interactive thing of like people actually saying albums that you should listen to.
Yeah.
I listened to every one of them over the weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to add some too because I think one album.
It just has to be one album that you have.
One album. Yeah, one album.
Doesn't have to be your favorite. It's just one album that you.
No,
think
but one
somebody
album
should-
that I think everybody should like listen to at least once is oh, he doesn't see subtitles.
That's too bad. I do.
I don't. Well, we're not going to see them there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I meant up there on that screen there.
Oh.
I think Faith No More, Angel Dust,
Yeah.
and I'll post it later. I think that's it's. I read a couple months ago, or maybe a year ago, that it was more influential to metal than what you think because of the production of it and how well it was written. And I was just like, and I always just thought it was a good album. Other than that, I'm like, I don't know what to say about that, but
Yeah.
I think that was a good one. But there were some different things on there that I liked seeing. Like there was, what was that
I'll
one?
find out.
You keep that up. I can do this one.
You keep it up.
There was Pink Floyd, Animals. Pat left field with his fucking Devo.
Yeah, well, no, that fucking rules. Everybody listens. I agree.
Everybody should at least listen to one Devo album, I think. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to think of what some of the other ones were. Yeah, Devo, Are We Not Men? The Pink Floyd, Animals. The Soundgarden one, I didn't listen to that one. I've heard it.
Which one?
Super Unknown.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that one a whole bunch of times. Bullet for My Valentine. Muse. I never knew that Muse was around for so long before they started hitting the radio.
No.
That was new to me. And the Metallica ones that KPS
put down.
Brad came up with Marlon, and I was like, I haven't heard that name in so long.
Yeah, neither have I.
It was More Bad News, the movie.
Was that where it was from?
Yeah, where I first learned about who this Marlon
Yeah.
was, and I was like, where did I hear that? And I'm like, I kept thinking it was Spinal Tap.
Which makes sense.
Which makes sense, but it was Marlon. I listened to every one of them. The Marlon one sounded like it was like almost like some sort of a concept album. These are really mood albums that some of these people mentioned, like the Muse one, Pink Floyd, Animals. Anytime you listen to Pink Floyd, you have to be in the mood for it.
Yes, you do.
Yes, the Devo one.
Yeah.
Devo, I can take in moderation. I cannot take a fucking full album of Devo. And like even that Marlon one, I was just like, this is like it was a quick album. It was fast. It was like probably 30 plus minutes, something maybe 40. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick. It almost sounded concept. I would have to like listen to it again to understand what the concept was.
Well, I've heard of them. I never knew who they were.
Yeah,
I could if I really cared. I went on Spotify and checked it out a long time ago, but it really wasn't that important.
No, Angel Dust. Pat still had Jim Martin on it, but I think when they went on tour, I don't think he went on tour or he left halfway through or something. There was a fight between. There was some punching on the stage or something.
Was there?
Yeah, between Jim and I think the keyboard player. Because the name Faith No More actually belongs to the keyboard player.
That's it.
Yeah, he's the guy that actually
owns the name,
as it happens in bands. What do you think about that one? What do you think about that news?
Pantera?
The Pantera news.
I think we'll go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think it's well? What about the cat? What do you think? Is it an homage or is it a cash grab?
I think for Zach it would be an homage for Zach because he doesn't need the money.
No.
So for him and Zach and Dimebag Girl was his best fucking friend.
We're friends, yes.
Right. And then he wrote a fucking song about the fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, for him, I would say it's an homage.
I can tell you right now that I don't believe that Phil Anselmo had any songs for Dimebag.
Oh, probably not.
You know, and there's been like all the haters were coming out in the woodwork on this, saying that Phil Anselmo will never do it. He's like, without Dimebag, there is no Pantera.
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt a little bit. I can tell you this much. Zach Wilde is 10 times the guitar player that fucking Dimebag was.
Well, I know he was, but I'm saying that. But that's a good.
The guy could solo really good,
Uh-huh.
but have you ever listened to a fucking Pantera song? It's one riff the whole fucking way through.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's some sort of power metal thing, and that's what they do, and I got it, and they did it well.
Yeah.
But
I think Zach Wilde would be good. He could fill in for him.
I think if
anybody could do it, it would be him.
I would either.
They're kind of the same style.
No, I'm gonna agree with you. There's probably no other guy that would actually fit that style.
Now, fucking as for Charlie Benante, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think he's a better drummer than.
I think he was. I think he is too.
Than,
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, but
Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah, because I think. Yeah, it was like they got guys that were better. They'll do a good job. I think it's a cash grab.
Maybe.
If you are charging more than $50 for this show,
Yeah.
it's a cash grab. Because don't even get me started on that one, because of the fact that I look at a band right now that is against. They're against the government. They're against.
Yeah.
What are the words that I'm trying to think of here?
Capitalism.
Capitalism, and against, like, fighting against the power,
Yeah.
and everything like that. And then yet they're going out and they're charging $200 a
For a
fucking
show.
ticket
Yeah.
for a show. I'm talking about motherfucking Rage Against the Machine.
I knew where you're going totally.
I'm like, Rage Against the Machine is fucking going out there charging people $200 to fucking see them play the same songs that they were playing fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah.
No new music, no nothing, and it's just like, what the fuck are you going out to that show to see?
Well, I think, like I said, I don't think for Charlie Benante, or is that, well, it'd be a cash grab. Charlie's probably doing it for something fun to do, and fucking Zach's probably doing it for the but I mean, but the other two are probably, because they don't need the fucking money.
Because
But the other two need the fucking money.
This raises this question that I saw. I made sure I got this. So for this. This is from a friend of ours. This is Randy Seaman.
Yeah.
He says, Phil is and was Pantera. Maybe more than Dimebag. Before Phil, there was no Pantera. Like, Pantera was like a Joe Nowhere hair metal band.
Yeah, I know that. And they switched.
And he raised it up. That's a fact, right? He says that Dimebag was the best metal guitarist, hands down. I don't think so. Because of the fact that what he was playing might not represent. He could solo really good, but the rest of the song wasn't really showing what he could do. Now, Pantera, he says, Pantera was all four guys.
Yeah.
Now two are gone. He says Pantera belongs to the fans. I liked that. That was the part that I liked. He says Pantera has and still does belong to the fans that aren't dead. And he says basically go or don't go. But don't rip on the guys that are going to do this.
No, I agree. But also too, look at me. I listen to Kiss. It's just Gene and Paul.
Now, Seeing that 2 of them are dead, 2 of the more main guys are gone.
Okay.
Well, half of the main guys. It's hard to say. Like Dimebag and Phil Anselmo, Rex is a hell of a bass player.
Yeah.
He keeps up with Dimebag in some pretty intricate parts. There is some intricate parts to some of their songs, but I never thought that I never thought the actual riffs of the lyrics without the solos were all that
special.
I like the way they recorded.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they recorded with one guitar, so that when Dimebag was doing solos and stuff, all you heard was the bass.
So it sounds more live when you play it fucking live. You don't have to.
It's right up there with with Rush.
Right.
Rush. There was no overdubbing of extra guitars playing different things. They might have overdubbed the guitars, but they never overdubbed 2-3 guitars like Dr. Feelgood.
I'm just gonna say that.
Even in the song Dr. Feelgood, I swear
8 guitars or
there's
something.
4 guitars in one part at the same time. So what would you say? And this is what I was thinking of. There's no point of bringing this back now.
What?
Doing this Pantera thing now.
Why?
Why now?
If people don't want it, they won't go.
Well, no,
But
why are the other 2 guys doing it though?
What other 2 guys?
Why is Rex and Phil doing it?
Why? Because they probably, number one, I'm not gonna lie, they probably need the cash.
Probably one of them needs the cash, yeah.
And also too, that they did something. They did something a long time ago with Pantera. They all did.
Yeah.
Right. And they did something, and they put it together, and they did, and they earned. So you know what? They earned the right to give it another go. Maybe people want to see it again. Right? You know what I mean? So hire.
Okay.
So hire other 2 people. Okay?
I get that.
But the other 2 people you're gonna hire, you don't want it to be fucking Joe Blow here or fucking Johnny fucking Beatbanger over here. You want someone that knows what they're gonna do their shit.
Johnny Beatbanger's a fucking good guy though.
I know, but fucking gotta get Zach Wild, who was fucking him and fucking Dimebag are pretty good friends.
And probably the next best guy in metal
to do it.
Is the next best guy in metal that you can get that's not Dave Lombardo, who's on tour right now with Testament. I would say it would be Charlie Benani.
Yeah.
Honestly, that guy's a wicked musician. Just not a drummer. He did all the guitar solos on one of the Anthrax albums after Danny Spitz left. Or he was quit or he fired or whatever it was. And he did all the solos in it.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, would you say that this is okay? Let's put it the other way.
All right.
Let's say, you went and saw this show, but what if they were to call it Kiss? What if Gene and Paul are gone? Let's say Gene and Paul died.
Okay, let's say Gene and Paul are there.
And Peter and Ace went out on tour.
Called themselves Kiss?
Let's say there was let's say 1982, horrible bus accident. Gene and Paul die. Just like how what's his name from Ozzy?
Oh, Randy Rhoads.
Randy Rhoads.
No, he didn't die from the bus.
No, but they were buzzing the bus, weren't they?
Yeah, they were buzzing there in the play.
Let's just say something like that. Let's just say they went out like Cliff Burton.
Okay, so fucking Gene and Paul are out of the picture.
And then, so the band is basically gone. They're done in 1982.
Right.
And then all of a sudden so it'd be 97, 15 years later.
Yeah.
Ace and Peter, sorry, thank you.
Yeah.
Ace and Peter come back, and they're going to go on tour.
Yeah.
And they're going to get 2 guys of the day.
Yeah.
Don't know who they would be.
It doesn't matter.
And they call themselves Kiss.
I would go see it.
Would you call that Kiss?
Would I call it not? If it happened way back when, then maybe. I don't know. Would I call it Kiss? I would have.
Would you call this Pantera though?
Would I call it Pantera? I would.
Okay.
I would, because it's the two that you got the two main guys. You got two of the originals there.
Yeah. Well.
So and then
Well, you had two of the originals with Ace and Peter.
That's right. We got two,
but they weren't the main.
but they weren't the yeah.
They weren't the main guys, but they were two originals.
But if they went out and called themselves Kiss, I'd go see them. I mean, because Ace would be doing most of the singing, and fucking.
Although it's no different than going out and seeing like Grand Funk Railroad or fucking Grateful Dead or some fucking bullshit like that, because I don't think of any of those guys are still alive, but they're still going.
Actually, Grand Funk Railroad, fucking Bruce Kulick, who was
Kulick's with them, yeah. So,
but yeah, I would call it Pantera. They got two. It's not like the fact that the two are doing it. There's two other guys that don't want to do it, and they're going out with calling it the name anyway. They're going out and do it, and the other two are dead. It's not like they have a choice to come back or not.
Yeah, no, okay, I got it. That's a good point.
So I'm sure if the other two were alive, I'm sure they'd come back and it'd be a Pantera reunion already. It would have probably happened.
Yeah.
But they can't be, and so I mean, then those two started that were the two original members, and they want to go out and do Pantera again. They can't call up on the other two. So they gotta find someone else.
What about so then you can't call it Guns N' Roses when it was like all those revolving door guys from the Chinese,
you can't.
the Chinese Democracy.
Yeah, no, you can't because it's you still got original members that are out there.
Yeah,
it's not this. You know what I mean? It's not like anybody died. There's still original members out there that aren't.
And what about like let's say Queen, where it's only the drummer and Brian May?
Well, they've done it so long, right? They've earned it. It's not like
they've earned it. Okay, that's right.
And I'm not saying just they've earned, not just Queen earned it. I mean, like Pantera's earned it, and they earned the right to do that.
There's enough to go off of to call it Pantera.
Right. I mean, it's like Black Sabbath. It was only Tony Iommi. Is that really still Black Sabbath? Although
it's
he
hard
was
to
the one
say.
that wrote the music.
He's the one that wrote the music. For the most part, Geezer.
Yeah, he
wrote his own bass lines.
Yeah,
there were some of them were fucking phenomenal. It's hard to say with that one, right? Like, but you really, a lot of people don't think of that as Black Sabbath, though.
No,
like,
of course they don't.
Nobody can name an album where
that wasn't Dio and it wasn't good.
Yeah, that wasn't
after Dio.
After Ozzy, there was a couple other guys in there. I think Ian Gillan was in there.
He was after Dio.
Was he after Dio?
Yeah.
There was one dude that was in there for a day between.
Geezer wrote most of the lyrics. Yes, he did. I saw that on some Black Sabbath thing.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, you know that song NIB?
Yeah.
You know,
with the big bass line at the beginning.
Yeah. Usually they said it's actually called Nib because fucking Geezer Butler had big hair and the nib kept falling out on the paper while he was writing the lyrics, so we called it Nib. It turned into NIB.
I was wondering where that name came from. It was a hit and miss category.
What's that?
The hottest women in rock music.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, she wins every time.
Every time.
Do you know what? So I started looking into that. 17 fucking albums.
Don't you still have a screening where you're going?
Bro, no. I have one against Avril Lavigne.
Oh, right.
No, but she's got fucking 17 albums.
Yeah, she's going jazz.
No, she went back to the rock.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did a couple jazz albums, and then she's like back to the rock. I was listening to so much really different shit than what I usually do.
Yeah.
Really getting into like this week's episode, and I was like listening to like Leah Aaron and like different stuff. Like, fuck, she had some crazy shit back in like '82.
I know she did, dude.
Fuck. it was so double entendre. There was a song called "I Like My Rock Hard." It was like such good cheese.
That's awesome.
It was. I put it like comparable to like cherry pie.
Nice.
It was-
That's cheese.
Yeah, it was such good stuff. I couldn't get enough of that one. But then like she brought in out Samantha Fox. I cannot forget Samantha Fox.
Oh yes, yeah.
She had a moment in the sun.
Yeah, she was. Every kid had a picture of her on their fucking wall. With the
She
fucking,
was just a basically she turned she had a pop song. She was I think she was from England and she was over in UK they have a newspaper and they have something called the Page 3 Girl.
yeah. Oh, she was a page speaker.
Yeah,
So
so
that was the fucking Weekly World News.
they stole it.
Oh.
Yeah, they stole it. A newspaper in the UK started this thing, and they would put these chicks like topless, covering themselves, whatever, bikinis,
Yeah.
whatever, and they were the Page 3 Girl.
Nah, the Weekly World News stole it, fuckers.
Yeah, and so did a paper in the in Calgary, Calgary Herald, I think it was called.
Did they?
Yeah, they stole it as well.
Fuckers. Oh, you can have it nowadays. It'd be sexist and all that shit. Everybody get their fucking underwear in a fucking bunch and fucking pissing blood.
Not the Page 3 Girl because she wasn't wearing any.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, the girls that I voted for every girl on the thing because it was my list. So by default, I did, and then I spelled what's her name wrong. It's Nita, Nita.
Yeah.
Strauss.
What'd you put?
I put Nina.
Oh,
There was the one that really caught me that I really thought that it was something that people actually caught on to was the Great Cat. It was my list, Pat, and the Great Cat never did it for me.
Great Cat.
The Great Cat. She had some song once. Blonde hair. I think she played a Jackson B. Hey, Hercules. You'd know her when you saw her. I think she was from Europe. I can't remember much about her.
Top art. I'm literature. Okay.
No, it was Cat with a K.
Great Cat, American musician.
Yeah. Oh, she was American.
Oh, I remember that broad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Blackie Lawless type chick.
Yeah. She was like a female Blackie Lawless. That's exactly it. All her pictures remind me of Blackie Lawless now when you mention it.
Yeah, that's just what I thought too. Said Blackie Lawless.
Yeah.
Blackie Lawless with blonde hair
Yeah. And boobs.
and boobs. Well, he's got boobs now.
He might. I don't know. I haven't seen that guy.
I've seen pictures. I follow Wasp on Facebook.
Yeah. The one that got me was the singer from Ginger.
Yeah,
I didn't think she was going to be the one that would get the votes.
she won. Who
Mm,
won?
It was a tie between her and Nina Strauss,
All right.
I think. Yep.
Or Nina Strauss.
Nita.
So she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You
So-
all voted for nobody.
This is the one that really got me pissed this whole
What?
week.
What?
Was that dude, and I took his story about Nita Strauss selling out.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you fucking ass clown. Like, seriously. First of all, you need to watch the documentary Hired Gun. Have you seen that?
Yes.
And there's a part on Nita Strauss
Yes.
that she is a hired gun.
That's right.
So this ass clown just doesn't even know anything, like, seriously. So she joined the Alice Cooper band in 2014. I looked this all up. I made sure that I was
After that Orthani chick.
or Thang.
Whatever it is.
She was, yeah.
I can
And
never,
who was another hired gun,
yeah.
who was brought in because she looked good and
she
could play guitar.
Yeah.
Basically, he already had 2 guitar players who are also hired guns.
Yes.
And basically, they're under contract that says when Alice is going to go on tour, you're coming.
Yes.
And in the
you will get
meantime,
paid.
and you will get paid. But in the meantime, you can go do whatever the fuck you want.
That's right, because you're not.
The,
But I'm sure they have to sign. I'm sure they have to sign a fucking contract every
every couple of years
or
or something happens. There's something that makes them come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always the same guy.
But yeah, it's always nice though also to have the same band,
Yeah, it is.
right?
It is. I get that.
But
So he
Alice
got-
Cooper's never had a problem with people going in and out because he always like they always go to
He doesn't want to hold anybody back.
no.
So this is the
He
thing.
wants to be a springboard for them.
Yeah, he wants to be. He never wanted Nita to leave.
No. He liked the whole. I just read something like last week or something before this whole thing came on. He said he's got the best. It's the best band he's ever worked with. He said.
Oh yeah. So she joined in 2014. It's now 22.
Yeah.
Before that, he had Oranthe for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't recall how many he had her.
It wasn't long.
Wasn't long because that when Nina Strauss came in, it was so.
It was like instantly.
It was instant.
So,
It was like she was ready and waiting. Like he had her ready.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice myself.
Yeah.
I've seen both of them play.
Yeah, but I've never. I didn't.
And I didn't know the difference. I didn't care. He's got 2 guitar players.
Barney does though.
Oh yeah, he would.
Barney's in love with Miss Nita Strauss. If she's listening, Barney wants you to give him a call.
He has 2 guitar players. Bringing in the female was nothing but eye candy.
Publicity stuff.
It was publicity, eye candy, right?
Because why does Iron Maiden have 3 guitar players? They don't need that.
They don't need they don't need the 3.
They just need the 2. Adrian Smith and Dave Murray. That's it.
Yeah.
That Yannick guy can go fucking go somewhere.
Yeah, you fucking quit once, don't fucking come back.
That's right.
No, that was Adrian Smith that quit and then he came back. Sorry.
Yeah. Yannick was the one that was on fucking Bruce Dickinson's solo.
Yeah, and then
he
he
came back
yeah.
and had 3 guitar players. Saw him. He didn't really do much.
Yeah, there's no
It's
point
the other
of
two.
having.
It's the other 2. They're fucking awesome.
I enjoy seeing Alice Cooper when he plays, even though he's got the 3 guitar players and they all do the things. And Nita would take a lot of the leads. And there was nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, she was a hired gun. Now,
Right.
this ass clown that called her a fucking sellout
Mhm.
obviously doesn't know anything. Because I'm going to tell you right now, she never wrote any music for Alice. So so she's selling out by going to somewhere else.
Oh, maybe she did. Maybe she did help write the music for the fucking.
No, I know that she didn't.
Oh, you know she
I
did?
looked,
Okay.
so I made sure. I'm 100%.
All right. Good
So
stuff.
I know she didn't write anything. In her defense,
Mhm.
over the last 8 years, probably 200 shows a year,
Mhm.
she's been playing Schools Out.
Yeah.
Okay, which just turned 50 this year.
You think you're tired of hearing it? Imagine fucking playing it.
Imagine playing it over and over and over again. Imagine you have a coloring book and it's the same fucking coloring book, and you are being paid to color that book
over and over.
the
and
same
over
colors every damn time.
Yeah.
I do not blame her.
And do not go outside the lines.
Do not go outside the lines. You have to. It has to be this red. It has to be this blue.
That's right.
It has to be all the things. I do not blame her
No.
for saying, "Hey, I want to go do something
I
else."
try something else.
Because okay, so she went from Alice Cooper, who's 74 fucking years old. Okay,
Yes, he is.
he's not like honestly when you're fucking 74 years old, and he does a fucking amazing 74.
He does.
Because if he's not Alice Cooper, he's Hollywood Vampires, and he's doing both at the same fucking time.
And he's already said he's got 2-3 albums already written.
Yeah, and then he's got another album coming out. I read that one, and I'm just like, so. But at the same time, he's 74 years old.
Yeah. How much longer does he have?
He doesn't have years left. He's got days left. Okay. I look at that and I'm like, so when you're a hired gun, you're gonna go with a younger act.
Because yeah.
One, it expands her as a musician.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
she has been playing like I don't know how many fucking times she's played. Like I said, school's
So,
out.
yeah, I understand.
It's the end every year or every show.
Every show, that's the end. Yeah.
So you know that's a mainstay. It starts with Feed My Frankenstein and it ends with fucking School's Out.
That's
Whatever happens in the middle, fuck, we
that's
enjoy
chaos. We don't go there.
it. We just love it that the fact that there's something new.
That's right.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy yammering about that she's fucking selling out?
I don't blame her one bit for doing
I
what she's
do
doing.
not, because of the fact that I think back to those 90s.
Yeah.
You probably know where I'm going, where I went and saw a guy talk about what rock and roll was really about.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Not only did he teach me what rock and roll is really about, he taught me how to fucking walk into a room.
Yeah.
He for those of you watching at home,
Yes,
I'm
Pat
telling you,
Alice Cooper does have an open door policy.
yeah. So those of you that are watching at home, I'm talking about Gene Simmons. I've watched Gene Simmons do. He probably talked for about 10 minutes, and I paid a lot of stupid money for that. I paid $150 to watch Gene Simmons talk for fucking 10 minutes. I saw a bunch of other people talk. The only one that I remember was Gene Simmons and the one before him, which was Matthew Good from fucking Maple Ridge.
Yeah, I didn't have to pay all that money, and I got the fucking cliff notes from you when you came back.
Like, seriously, like, Matthew Good, he's like, oh, you know, it's really hard being on a label because you want to have your artistic integrity, and the record label wants to push you this way and wants you to push you that way. And then he has his 10, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden the doors open. Like, they opened on their own, and they weren't even fucking like Walmart doors. They just they opened on their own. There was angels singing, and fucking Gene Simmons walks in. And he's like, everything that man told me was a bag of shit.
That's not what he said?
No, I don't know. No, his words were something along the lines of, do not listen to anything that guy said. He totally threw that. He picked up Matthew Good, he threw him under the bus, and then he picked him up and he threw him under a train. He was like, rock and roll is about how much money you can make and how fast you can make it. And that's what Nita Strauss is doing.
Well,
she's a hired gun.
She's a hired gun.
She does have some solo stuff.
Yeah, she has her own solo band. But like you said, she's a hired gun. So what? And like Pat there said too, that fucking
it's got an open door policy.
Open door policy. Hell, Kenny Roberts is back down as the guitar player. The big fucking muscle guy
with his machine gun guitar. His machine gun guitar, yeah. Which was funny because I read that in passing and I got it mixed up with the guy that played Jason Voorhees. Kane Hodder. And it was just like, I'm like, what the fuck? He's taking fucking Jason Voorhees on tour? And I was like, oh, that dude. I remember that guy. He was on
Raise Your Fist and Yell.
and
I think
Trash.
Constrictor.
I think he was on Trash.
He
for
was
some
on
reason.
Trash.
No?
He was on Trash. I think he was on Constrictor because Kip Winger was on fucking. I think it was on Constrictor and Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Yeah, you know.
And then after that, he went on his own to sing about molesting little 17-year-old girls.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do not blame her at all. She wants to go do a pop punk thing. I did try to listen to some of this Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Never heard of her until now.
She says my kid used to watch. She used to be on fucking the Disney Channel when my kid was young. Like
Really?
she's a Disney actress.
Okay. So
I forget what
I
fucking
tried. I could do 40 minutes of Pink Floyd Animal,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get through one song of.
Is it that terrible?
It was just not for Aaron. It was like I was like listening to it. I'm like, I can hardly hear any guitar in this song. So I went to the next one. And I was like, I can hardly hear any guitar in this one. And then I went to the next one. I did not give the songs any chance. I will admit that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Because I am a little bit of a musicist, and I will tell you that with a lot of stuff, I've heard it all. There were some bands that I was listening to on the Spotify of because every Friday new music comes out, and I was listening to some, and there was one that was from this band from Louisiana. I cannot recall what their name is, and they sounded just like Ozzy Sabbath.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
What a ripoff. And then there was another one that sounded just like I can't remember what the other one was. It was just like
Pat says playing for an artist like Demi Lovato will increase her profile.
oh yeah, well,
That's true. It will increase her real estate. More fucking.
well yeah, because she's not. You're not going to see her playing Schools Out anymore. You're going to see her playing other things.
But now she's playing. No, she just got more.
Okay, no,
more
I was
of her
almost
go-
thinking of this thing with this guy that called her a sellout.
Yeah.
A few years ago, she played an intro for some wrestler at WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
And basically all wireless walked down the fucking mega lane that they have for WrestleMania. Like
Yeah.
It's a huge walkway that they have. It's not the 2-second walkway that you have for your fucking house show.
Monday Night Raw, I think.
Yeah, or anything like that. It's a fucking, and she came up and I'm like, she probably got a fucking huge paycheck for that
You
shit,
bet
for
she
showing
did.
that
I
up at
bet she fucking
WrestleMania.
did.
And I'm like, so she's done that. She's got her other shit. She's, Alice Cooper. Where else? But you know what? She kept saying no. If you watch Hired Gun,
Yeah.
every week she would get a fucking phone call from Prince
Yeah.
saying, because Prince, after he got rid of the Revolution back in the 80s, he liked to surround himself with these gorgeous, beautiful women that could play instruments.
Yeah.
And that was his band every time. And he kept wanting to get her. He kept wanting Nina Strokes. And Nina's like kind of obligated right now. I'm in the middle of something.
Well, she probably didn't want to be the sex object like Prince wanted her to be. She wanted to be a metal.
She
chick.
probably wanted to be more
The hot metal chick that could play guitar rather than the fucking Prince Barbie doll.
yeah. There was probably also a little bit more of a revolving door with Prince.
Yeah.
Doesn't tour as much. I don't even know what songs he would have done on his tour. He had such a fucking library of songs.
Yeah, he did.
Great musician too. He would always play all his own instruments and record them all. He was a good guy.
He's a good black guy.
Good black guy.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
When he died, was he Prince or was he still that symbol?
I think he went back to Prince.
Did he go back to Prince?
Yeah.
He didn't just leave his name as a symbol?
No, that was just a quick in and out thing.
What was that publicity stunt too?
Yeah, that was just a publicity reinvent thing, just to make himself relevant.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It was over and done with before it even happened, right? Because of the fact that it was that symbol was unpronounceable. Yeah, he went by because that
It
symbol.
froze there for a sec.
Oh, that symbol was unpronounceable.
That's right.
He went as the artist formerly known as
Prince. That's right.
But
yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing as soon as I saw that coming up, and people this big fucking thing, a big meme of Nita Strauss there, and it says fucking sellout, and I what the fuck's going on? And I was reading it, and I'm like, she's just a hired gun.
She was.
It's not like she was part of the band or anything, and saying fuck you. It's not like, it's not like Motley Crue go and play and then fucking Vince thing. Fuck you, I'm gonna go over and do this. I mean,
there was an
feel free to go over.
Yeah,
nobody wants you, but
there was an Alice Cooper before Nita Strauss.
And there'll be one.
One long after, apparently. Like
I don't know. She might even come back.
Who knows? Like maybe she'll do a tour or something like that. Let her do this tour with him. With this
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Now who knows? Maybe she had a conversation with them already. She says maybe they're fucking friends or something. And she said, "I want to go on tour with them." And he probably said, "Go ahead, you can come back if you want or whatever." Because like Pat said, you always have the open door policy, right?
Yeah, like exactly. I don't think that Alice Cooper's a big dick. There's no way that guy is. No. He's too. He's too down to earth, yeah, and because of the fact that he's okay, so it goes right back to the beginning, like the whole Rage Against the Machine thing. If you ever paid $200 to go see Alice Cooper,
nope.
Would you?
Probably would, but I'd fucking be really pissed off.
I would be pissed off about it, but yeah. No, they're usually like a $50 ticket, and I look at the crowds. Because where did we see him last time? Abbotsford. Okay.
I think Abbotsford.
Yeah. So last couple times.
No, the last couple times.
Okay. No, we've seen him in Abbotsford twice.
We've seen him in Abbotsford twice,
and so we're talking like honestly, what 3,000 people?
But yeah, but he didn't even have the stage. He didn't have the stage fully back.
No.
He had like a quarter of the.
One time, yeah, it was.
The last time we saw him, he was like we had like had like a quarter of the ice or the.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even that much. So you're talking floor seats, everybody, maybe 3,000 people. All right, like $50 an average ticket.
Do you think Metallica sold out? I do. You bet your ass I fucking do.
We'll get to that in a second, Pat.
We'll get to your Pat. We'll be right there. We'll be right there.
At $50 a ticket. At 3,000 people.
Stay.
And you pay the band, you pay the stage crew. You've worked in film. You know how much people are making on that stage set.
They make a shitload.
They're making a fuck ton of money being there.
Yep.
I had a chance to work on the Alice Cooper show when he played here in Chilliwack.
Yep.
I couldn't do it because I had another job and I would have to have taken like 2 or 3 days off of my regular job just to do that. And it just didn't make sense for me. Totally regret it. My only regret in life. They're not making any money. I can tell you that right now.
Who?
Alice Cooper and that band. Alice isn't making any money. There's no way. Maybe off the merchandise, things like that. But after $50 a ticket, 3,000 people.
But the band doesn't get paid. That's Alice's shit. The band's already paid. Their contract. You come with me on tour for this many days, and I'll give you just for $10,000 for the and that's your contract. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's not like it comes to ticket sales or anything.
No, but I'm just saying, after all those tickets are sold and stuff like that, at the end of the day, Alice isn't making that much money off of this.
I wouldn't think so, no. But you'd still be making a pretty good chunk.
He's probably making some good, easy money. You know, he's got his other things, his other investments. He's got a couple of fucking bars. We have to go to one day.
Yeah, we do. I'd go back to drinking.
Well, fuck, whatever. But what I'm saying is, I don't even know what I'm saying. I was going off on a rant about fucking that they're not making any money and stuff like that.
Coop's not making any money. I think he's making enough to
he's making enough to keep himself going at whatever he's doing, right? You know, after he pays for all that shit, you know, and it's not easy. I know it's not. People think that all rock stars are this, that, and the other, but no, he's not making any money. Unless you are
he wouldn't be doing it if he wasn't making money.
No, I don't think he's making money. He's not losing.
He's not losing, but I don't think
he knows how to do it right.
I don't think he's racking in the fucking, like, let's say millions of dollars that like a Kiss show pulls in. I don't think he's doing that.
No, because they charge a
fuck ton of money. But then
unless you buy tickets on the day of the show, like I did.
Yeah, me too. Actually, my lady bought it for me on my birthday. Guess what? We're going to Kiss. I got some cheap tickets. Fuck yeah! Nosebleeds. I don't give a fuck. I'm there.
I was in the.
But I was all ready to fucking. I was ready to say I ain't fucking going. I know it's their last one, but I ain't paying.
And I think that's what got me is you got tickets. The show was at the end of January.
Yeah.
Your birthday was mid-January.
Yeah.
And like the day of, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, getting tickets. I found tickets online. They were fucking basically half price, or 2 for 1 almost. So I got 2 tickets for $90.
Nice.
And I just remember that all of a sudden, right behind me, is the Sodoms. All 3 of them.
Fucking bastards.
And he's like, and I'm talking to him during the show. I'm like, we got a fucking lousy opening act. I'm so pissed about that one.
What, the painter?
The guy that painted fucking.
That was fucking awful.
The guy that, and for some reason, he was painting Freddie Mercury, but I thought he was painting Frank Zappa. It was not that good.
No, he was a good painter, though.
He was a good painter. I'm not going to give him that.
But I don't want to see a fucking painter at a fucking rock show.
No. It was, I think he did 10 shows before he was dropped.
Yeah. Well, they fired, they had David Lee Roth opening for him for a few bits.
Yeah.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Pat, you, Metallica sold out. Yes. I believe they did. When they sued Napster.
Okay, that's when you think they sold out?
That's when I think they sold out.
Pat, I think they sold out. The second they cut their hair and start putting fucking makeup on and getting rid of the souls out of their fucking shit. Because when Manson became big, there was no souls in Manson's Antichrist album. No, and he was the biggest fucking thing back in the day. And when Metallica cut their hair, became all goth and fucking makeup-y and no solos. No, that's selling out. That's crap. You fucking what? That's no respect. Go fuck yourself, Metallica. Sorry, KPS.
I'm gonna do some math on that one. I'm gonna write it down so I remember, because I usually forget all this shit.
What's that?
I'm gonna look at what album was that for Manson?
Antichrist.
Antichrist. Okay.
Antichrist Superstar.
Yeah. Okay.
And after that, they put out Load.
You think it was around the same time?
Yep. It was Metallica did it right. Well, let's find out.
So
you talk to the fucking folks. I'll find out.
No, my thoughts. Okay, I'll talk to them. My thoughts are that they sold out when they sued Napster. When they said that they were doing it just for the money. That's my take.
What was that Metallica album called? Load, right?
Load. I think that was Load when they started doing. It was either Load or Reload. I don't even know. I'll do some stuff here at the same time. No, my take was is that when they sued Napster, whenever that was like,
Oh, I was wrong. October 96 came out. Superstar Metallica came out first.
no, there's
The Load album came out first. But still, they wouldn't have gotten rid of guitar solos unless Manson did it first. They wouldn't have cut their hair and put on gothy makeup if Manson didn't do it first. And I'm not saying
okay. No,
that.
it was Saint Anger that had the no solos.
Oh, was it Saint Anger that had the
Yeah,
no solos?
so it was.
Look at me just talking shit out my ass like I know stuff.
But Saint Anger did come out. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
What's that?
When Saint Anger came out, that one came. It's a little bit older than I remember. Though it's Saint Anger. Saint Anger came out in 2003. When did Antichrist come out?
96.
96. Well, Load came out in 96, and
Yeah, that came out first, but if Manson wasn't already on the fucking foreground for them, they wouldn't have cut their hair and started putting on makeup.
yeah, that whole thing, and then how. I still remember when they did that, and then seeing it was on Much Music.
Yep.
James Hetfield and Jason Newsted always did the radio interviews, and it was Lars and Kirk that did the TV.
Yeah.
And Lars talking about them doing the makeup and the haircuts and stuff like that was fuck Pat. That's a big long thing. You read that. Them saying that was them being true to themselves. Which I just found, in hindsight, I can see it's just so much bullshit. The one video, I don't think that's when they sold out. A lot of people said that.
But you had to have a video back in the day, man. If you want to keep relevant, you had to keep up with it.
That was not them selling out. I don't think so.
I'm trying to have this.
That was them more or less expanding themselves.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it was time to.
A different medium, yeah.
It was 4 albums, and it was, I would almost put it at like 4.5 albums because the album had been out for a while. You know, it wasn't brought out like how a lot of bands back then would bring out.
Usually you get the fucking video first before you got the album.
Yeah, it came out as a single, and the single had a video.
Right.
That wasn't the case with that one.
No, the album.
The album came out, then the single for one came out, had Breadfan on the other side. Somehow I remembered that like right now. Fuck, you ask me tomorrow, and I'll be like, "What?"
Wouldn't believe it if it wasn't recorded.
Yeah. It came out afterwards. So I think it was more or less a keeping up with the times because of the fact that they did bring out after Cliff Burton died, they did bring out the whole Cliff 'em all.
Yeah, the live video.
The live VHS or whatever that came out. So I know, and I from what I understand, it was Cliff that was saying no videos and stuff like that because he wanted it to be about the music and stuff like that. I get it.
But you gotta have a video. I want to do a video.
I don't think that was when a lot of people said that they sold out that. No. Maybe they sold out with the Black Album, where they went from the 65-minute and Justice for All
to
the
regular length song.
Regular length songs of the Black Album. You know?
Yeah.
And then continued with it. They didn't have the big, huge playing the same riff like 16 times with no lyrics, no nothing, you know. So I would say me, it's still when they sued Napster in like 2001.
Me, it's still
2002.
lower when they fucking cut their hair and put on makeup.
Yeah. I put that as a cheap theatrics of reinventing.
Now let me just lay this down. I got no problem with fucking rock bands wearing makeup in any way, shape, or form.
Oh fuck!
I
no.
think it's all fucking great. But if you're Metallica and you're going around and you're fucking what's not a bunch of faggots, no way, we're never doing. And then you go off and do it. Yeah, no, that's. I mean, if someone shut up from the black hole.
Yeah, played school dances. Yeah, like you would hear Sandman, you would hear
Sandman, Sad But True.
Sad But True. Yeah, you'd hear those at high school dances. I don't know why.
Along with fucking AC fucking DC.
I love it. AC/DC gets you going every
you shake
goddamn
them all
time.
like fucking long. Shake as a fucking kid. Shake the baby.
Corpse paint. Yeah, I would run. They didn't do corpse paint, did they? Metallica?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Someone was telling me. Oh no, it was KPS. KPS was telling me to listen to give Ghost a try.
To what?
Listen to Ghost.
Oh, yeah, Matt likes Ghost too. I'm not too sure about them.
I tried to.
I don't.
There was one song that got released as a single some time ago, and I listened to it, and it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, it wasn't really my cup of tea. But then I gotta go back and listen to it again. So I thought, maybe it wasn't so bad. It's one of those things I keep going back and forth on. But I got really no opinion on them.
Yeah.
Cool makeup, cool stage show by the looks of things.
Yeah.
But also too the reason I'm not sure about is because I don't think the metal's
that whole
the way he sings, the way he
high
sings.
pitch.
The high pitch, almost chanting the way.
Where are the girls from Kitty?
Pretty.
Were the girls from Kitty pretty? Oh, that's really weird. That's
fucking odd, but
give me a second. I gotta bring them up here.
If I can remember, there's like maybe one or two, but that was really it.
I gotta look at them again.
They're probably pretty old and haggard now, though. I wouldn't be fucking putting my fucking dime in that fucking bucket, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna vote me. They don't do anything for me, Pat. If they do something for you, good on you.
There used to be a black chick in there too.
That I guess. Okay, this is all the girls that have been in the band. I guess this one.
Whoa, what is that? The fucking female kiss? Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's I don't know.
I don't know. They're irrelevant.
What's that one from Russia? I can't remember what their name is. They're from Russia.
They're from Russia.
Girl band from Russia. And the same thing, got a revolving door.
Well, I guess the Russian Spice Girls?
Yeah, no. Rock.
Well, don't type anything Russian into Google. Fucking the government will be on your ass and no fucking time.
Oh, they already are.
Okay, cool. Along with Sony.
Along with Sony. Pussy Riot.
Pussy Riot. Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Okay, yeah, they're from Russia. Yeah, same thing. They got a revolving door of it's basically one or two girls in that band, and same thing. Nothing exciting about them. I don't know, just yeah. Oh, yeah, you got it. Pat knows.
Yeah, Pat knows.
There's just that delay. Yeah. So, do we have any homework this week?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. We should come up with something.
We should come up with something.
So I don't know. It's just
We haven't put much thought into this one tonight.
No,
Actually, we did.
I did.
We
Just
did
because
have
of the
some
fact
good-
that there was the whole Pantera thing,
Yeah.
Nina Strauss,
And we did the Van Halen.
and the Van Halen thing. I can just, like, honestly, I don't know who was thinking on that one.
Oh, what one?
Um,
Van Halen 3?
yeah,
Yeah, no, I was fucking gay. Fucking worst shit I've ever listened to.
yeah, that
Donkey
was.
Kong.
It was. Yeah, it was useless. It's hard to get around that one.
Yeah, he's fucking terrible. Can't stand that fucking guy. You can tell when you said when he tried to sound like fucking Sammy. A few times.
Yeah, it's a few times, and it started getting good.
Then I went back to Gary Sharon and started to suck a lot.
Yeah, and you got to know there's something up when there's an 8-song album and 2 of the songs are instrumentals.
I guess Gary got fired by that time.
Yeah, and not only that, I've talked to some people too, and about the show and stuff like that, and I said, yeah. So one of the things that we're going to be talking about is what we did for our homework thing, and talked about this Gary Sharon thing, and they're like, Gary Sharon was in Van Halen. A lot of people don't even know,
Really?
because by then Van Halen was
Done.
I'm gonna bring it up real quick just to see when it was actually done, because it was that the sound was the mainstream of it was done. March 98.
That was really good.
Yeah,
Done?
March 98. So by then, the scene was changing. The fact that they actually even tried to, that's in the shit. I don't even know what was happening in fucking rock music in '98.
Okay, here, Pat's got a topic. Finally, someone to do the work for us. Can be high-pitched singers like King Diamond, Vince Neil, Geddy Lee, and Axl Rose.
The only one that I would pick that I could actually put up with, well, I can do older Vince Neil.
Yeah.
And I can do Geddy Lee, but Geddy Lee Rush for me, because of the length of the songs and things like that, is in moderation. I could do like 1, maybe 2 Rush songs in a row.
Right. Because of the length.
Because of the length of them.
And probably because they're so fucking intricate too, you fucking just get exhausted by listening to them.
Oh yeah. Like it's very stimulus and stuff like that. But I'm trying to think of where music was in '98.
I don't know. What was the #1 hit in '98? Fucking, let's see what piece of crap they come up with then. Had a lot of shit back then. I remember fucking '98.
No, I don't. There was still a grunge thing happening a little bit.
Was it?
So we had Celebrity Skin by Hole. That was probably a big one.
That was actually not a bad album.
Not a bad album. You know who made it though?
Kurt Cobain.
No.
What?
Melissa
Yeah.
Oftmeyer, yeah.
Fucking, I remember went and saw fucking Manson on his fucking Mechanical Animals tour, and he co-headlined it with Hole, and Hole went on first. And fucking,
you seen Hole?
Yeah. Yeah. And fucking, we were standing, and then all of a sudden, fucking, this kid was up front, because Courtney was up there doing something. I forget what she was fucking doing. But he was yelling fucking, he was like, all of a sudden, she fucking stopped the fucking show. Courtney Love. And she looked at this fucking kid, and she fucking tore a script out. You fucking want to hear fucking Manson? You're just going to have to fucking wait. I'm fucking, where are now? You go fucking. Then the fucking Melissa Oftmeyer came up. And, oh, you're chanting for Melissa. Oh, good for you. All right, I'm sorry. Come back. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? And she fucking tore this fucking guy a fucking new fucking asshole, and then fucking like, oh no, she's chanting mine it. Stopped the whole fucking show for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in 1998 there was not much happening for rock. Um, it was.
I've got an idea. I got some fucking homework.
You got something?
I think I got something. What we're gonna do, we're gonna pick a year. We're gonna fucking pick the year, and we're gonna pick our 3 favorite songs from that year.
Okay. The only thing I can say is that you can't pick 1986 because they were all good.
I'm not gonna pick nothing. Why doesn't Pat pick something? Pick a year, Pat.
Pick a year, Pat. Because I look at 1986. That was just for thrash metal in general. It was a peak. You had Rain and Blood, Peace Cells, Master of Puppets, Among the Living.
1981.
1981.
Good one.
That's gonna be a tough one for me.
So what are we gonna do for 1981? Why don't we fucking get 3 of our favorite songs from 81? And I don't know what else. I'm just pulling this out of my ass.
Oh yeah, there's some. Like so, for example, we're gonna have Diarrhea of Madman.
Okay.
Too Fast for Love.
That's a whole good album.
Killers.
Nice.
Point of Entry from Judas Priest.
But let me say Killers there, that's just the greatest hits fucking album. With 2 new songs.
Yeah, it was what it was. There was a lot that happened in 81.
There sure was. So
81 Elder, your favorite.
Everybody's fucking favorite.
Everybody's favorite. I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett, Blackhearts. What did Kiss didn't bring? Oh, Kiss Elder.
Yeah.
81's going to be a tough one for me. I'll probably bring more hate for 81 than I will anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I'm just like, geez, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Well, pick a fucking year then. We gotta do an easy one at first. We've gotta make it fucking interesting for these fucking boners out here watching. Oh, we're fucking interesting no matter what.
Yeah, there's nothing better than this.
No.
No, I'm gonna stick with the 81.
81, want to do 81?
We'll stick with 81.
All right.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go right back to the beginning. Every episode.
Yeah.
We'll do a year. And we'll go right back to the beginning. We're gonna go right back to. I'm gonna look this up, just to be in comparison with this, because I think I know when he came out. So we got Mr. Cooper.
69, wasn't it?
I think he was even 66 for some reason.
No, I don't think 66. We'll go back up. It shows his discography there. Right on there. Little fucking infos.
69 to present. Okay.
69.
Fuck, let's just start at 1969.
Start at 69?
Start at the beginning.
Very well. We will start 1969.
We can go before that. You can even go back to much of what we talk about. We can't compare to that, but 69, the Beatles are done.
Yeah. The fall of the Beatles, the rise of fun.
Yeah, the Stones are still going. Alice is coming out.
Yeah.
Alice is starting out. You had the Doors. You had your 69 air guitars. Yeah, I think we should do that every episode. That'll just give us
Up
something.
there.
We'll put it out there every show we do.
Yep.
We'll bring 3 songs from a year, so we'll start at 69. So you had your Cooper, you had your Doors, you had your Zeppelin, still going for a little bit. I think they went to about 74 for some reason.
Well, that was 80 something. I was 1980 myself.
I think Aerosmith was around then. It might have been a little bit later. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff going on.
Sure was.
Janis Joplin. I'm thinking of like all these people that like Alice Cooper hung out with.
Yeah.
The Who. Yeah, that's a good place to start.
All right, 69.
We'll start with 69, and then we're just gonna go. We'll go from there, and then whatever else happens, I'm pretty sure there's still gonna be lots of hate on this fucking Pantera thing.
I don't think people are gonna fucking get over it.
They'll get over it within a week. Something else will happen.
All until the tickets come for sale, then they'll be the first ones that are buying tickets. Oh, I want to go see what this piece of shit's about. Yeah, they're going just to be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
They're going to want to see it, but they can't go and say they want to see it.
Yeah. 69 air guitars. Oh,
yeah, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted. Now I'm getting it. Sorry, I was a little slow on that one. Yeah, that went right over the head. So that's another show for another week. I don't want to apologize for wasting your time because you chose.
It's your own fault.
It's your own fault. You wanted it. Look at the way you're dressed.
I wonder how many people are sitting there watching this right now. Now, whether it's fucking live or when it's watching it there, are they watching it just taking a shit? If you watch this show while you're taking a shit, write in the comments and let us know because we want to know.
Yeah, and
I want to know whose bowels we're helping move.
Yeah, and for those that are now watching on the YouTube, which we are now streaming on, do the whole like and subscribe thing, and because we do random videos sometimes. We are here every Monday. Sometimes we start early, sometimes we don't. 8-ish. Sometimes we start at 8, sometimes it's 8:05, sometimes it's 7:45. We don't know.
You can always watch the beginning later.
Yeah.
Our show, we start when the fuck we want.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and it's too bad no one's getting these fucking.
I want to know how come you're getting fucking subtitles.
I don't know.
I can't check because I'm.
Yeah, you're connected. You're connected.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wish we could get subtitles on this. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyhow.
So thanks for coming out, and so my name is Aaron, and I identify as a musicist.
I'm Chris, and I identify as go fuck yourself.
And I think we're just going to tune in next time when you're going to hear Chris say,
blow me, motherfucker.